TVE en un curso de inglés premium para ti. 1 año de clases por menos de €1 al día, con tutor online, en cualquier dispositivo, con certificado Vaughan y ya sabes, dónde y cuando tú quieras. Curso de Inglés Online TVE.com o infórmate en el 911335842. Aquí comienza Inglés Online TVE.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the program. Yes, welcome to class number 27 of Inglés Online TVE, Inglés Online TVE. And if you want to follow today's program, you can join us on YouTube. That's right. We've created a YouTube channel just for you to watch us, to enjoy, to participate. También puedes participar. In the chat, you can write in, you can say hello, you can ask questions, whatever you want. Aquí estamos, here we are, live, and again, the channel Inglés Online TVE. And on today's program, I'm going to follow the content of the TV show. We're going to review, voy a repasar, I'm going to review the content that appears in the program on Channel 2. En la 2 por las mañanas, a las 7:30 at 7:30 in the morning, from 7:30 to 8 every morning. And you can also find all of those episodes online as well on this YouTube channel, Inglés Online TVE. So connect. You can listen to us live. You can listen to us repeated. You can listen to us on the radio, but why not connect? And we have lots of people starting to populate our stream here, starting to tune in and connect. So say hello. Let's see who's listening today as we begin today's program, number 27, episode number 27, class number 27. And we'll begin, as always, with our beginner content.
Nivel básico.
Okay, nivel básico. I'm sorry, but you're completely wrong. Estás equivocado, pero completamente equivocado. Tino, you're completely wrong. Yeah, you're completely wrong. Tino, before class, before the show, Tino said, I think Fitz is from Scotland. And I said, no, Tino, you're completely wrong. Right? Quizás no. No, you're completely wrong. So not only are you wrong, but you're completely... Now, no, Tino didn't say that. He knows that he's from Ireland. But, Tino, what if I said that Fitz was from Dublin? Would I be right or would I be wrong?
You sound like a broken record.
Well, it sounds like I'm wrong, in fact. To be wrong. So we have to be right and to be wrong. You are right and you are wrong. Am I right or am I wrong? So yeah, if I said that Fitz was from Dublin, I would be wrong. I would be completely wrong. Now, how about this, Tino? China is the biggest country in the world. Am I right or am I wrong? Do you know?
No.
No, he says no. No, and Tino's right. I'm wrong. China is not the biggest country in the world. In fact, I'm completely wrong. Russia. Did you know that one, Tino? Russia is the biggest country in the world. It is. It's true. I'm not making this up now. I was wrong. When I said when I said China was the biggest country in the world, I was completely wrong. But now I'm right. But speaking of China, Tino, did you know that the capital of China is Moscow? Did you know that, Tino?
Mm-hmm.
The capital of China is Moscow. But am I right or am I wrong, Tino?
Mm-hmm.
I'm right. That.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, Tino, you're wrong. I think you're wrong. We're both wrong. If I say that Moscow is the capital of China. Am I right? Or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? Yeah, I'm wrong because I'm completely wrong. Right? Moscow is the capital of Russia. Beijing, is it Beijing or Shanghai? I think Beijing is the capital of China, right?
Yeah.
Now, what about the United States, Tino? Is the United States in the United States is in Africa. Did you know that? The United States is in Africa.
No, pájaro, no.
No. So he's saying, no, Kyle, you're completely wrong. You're wrong. Estás equivocado, no? You're wrong. You're completely wrong. No, of course.
Wrong answer.
Yeah, of course, the United States of America in North America. Okay. And what about the capital of the United States? I think the capital of the United States is New York City. Am I right, Tina?
Yes.
No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong again. Okay. The capital of the United States is not New York. The capital is Washington, right?
Sí, claro, por supuesto.
Yeah, exactly. It's Washington. Oh, now, what about the capital of Canada? Is the capital of Canada, it's Toronto, right, Tino? Maybe he's thinking about it.
No es menester.
No, he says, no, it's not. No, that's the capital. Is the capital Ottawa?
No.
Yes. Tino, you're wrong. I'm right. Now I'm right, and Tino is wrong. Yes. Now, when I said that the capital was Toronto, I was wrong. I was completely wrong. But now, Tino saying that, well, when I said that the capital was Ottawa, I was completely right. Yeah.
Sí.
Yeah, that's true. But that's okay. Not everybody knows the capital of Canada, but the capital of Canada is Ottawa. Yes. Okay, so there you go. So the first sentence, the beginner sentence, the content is, you're completely right. And we're using the contraction here. You are becomes your. You're completely right. And the pronunciation is the same as your, as in the possessive. This is my microphone, but that's your microphone. This is your radio show. I'm speaking, but really this is your radio show. It's your time. It's your class. It's your moment. Your. So the pronunciation is the same as your, also with the Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. You are, contract to your. You're completely wrong. Wrong. You're completely wrong. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead with today's intermediate content.
Nivel intermedio.
Yes. Okay. We have lots of people writing in. Before we look at our content, we have to check in with some of our comments here. We have Belen who says, "Hello, Kyle. Good afternoon and happy World Radio Day." Yes. As we record, as I speak, today is Happy World Radio Day. Thank you for that, Belen. Thank you for teaching us through the radio waves. Cool. Thank you, Belen. Thanks for watching. The great thing about radio, well, the important thing about radio is without the listeners, it doesn't work, right? We can't have the show without any listeners. We could. I tried it, but it doesn't work, right? We need the listeners. So thank you, Belen, for being there. And for M. Ballesteros. Maria, possibly? Or Miguel. I don't know if it's a male or female. M. Ballesteros says, "Hi, Kyle. I never miss your program. I like when you give us exercises for training our English. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I never miss a show. That's great. Thank you so much." And we have our friend Dieudonel, who writes in. He says, "Hi, Kyle. Congratulations on World Radio Day. Thank you for your efforts." Thank you for your efforts. Very good. Natalia says, "Good evening. You're simply great." Well, I don't know about that. I try my best. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Okay. And lots of nice comments. Dieudonel says, "Radio without Kyle doesn't work." Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. Our intermediate contents. I'm going downstairs to keep an eye on the staff. Voy a bajar. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down. So I don't think you really say this, but like to go down the stairs, bajar las escaleras, to physically boop, 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 boop. But this is not what we mean here. There's a difference between going down the stairs, es bajando las escaleras, and to go downstairs, es bajar. Maybe I'm going to take a lift. Maybe I'm going to take an elevator, and I'm going to go down. Lo que quiero decir es que voy a bajar. Porque hay gente ahí abajo. There are people down there and I need to see them. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go downstairs. Right now, I'm upstairs. So we're using, like even in the present, I am upstairs. But there are a lot of people downstairs as well. Some people work downstairs and some people work upstairs. Right? Right now, I'm upstairs, but after the show, before I leave, I have to go downstairs. Someone is waiting downstairs to meet me after the show. There's someone waiting downstairs. Down on the ground floor, we say. So when we say also, we have this idea of enseguida voy. I'll be right there. Enseguida bajo. I'll be right down. Enseguida subo. Right? I'll be right up. I'll be right up. So we could say, or you could call someone and say, Kyle, I need to talk to you, but where are you? I'm downstairs. Okay, come right up. Come right up. Or I'll say, wait there. Just espera un momento. Wait there for a moment. Ahora bajo. I'll be right down. Either you come right up or I'll go right down. Right indicating instantly, right? Right indicating, the word right indicating enseguida. Hacer algo enseguida. I'll do it. I'll be right down. You wait there. Espera ahí. Ahora bajo. Enseguida bajo. I'll be right down. Or you can come right up. So I'm going downstairs. Voy a bajar. I'm going downstairs to keep an eye on the staff. To keep an eye on, which is vigilar. To keep an eye on someone, to watch someone. Like if you have little children, if you have young kids, you know, if you have a 5-year-old boy, you can't leave him alone all day. You have to keep an eye on him. If you have kids, you have to keep an eye on them. If you have a cat, you know, well, you don't really have to keep it. You have to take care of a cat, but you don't have to really keep an eye on it. But with children, you know, you have to keep an eye on them. Make sure they're behaving properly. So to keep an eye on someone is to monitor them. So here he says, I'm going downstairs to keep an eye on the staff. So the staff is like the collection of workers, los trabajadores, la plantilla, ¿no? La plantilla, se puede decir también, ¿no? The staff. So really in this office, we have a lot of staff. We have a lot of staff here at Vaughan. When I started, I think there were 8 people on staff, 8 or 9. Now we have over 100. Well, the Madrid staff, at least. We used to have 8 or 9 people on staff. I could name them all. Probably still can. But now we have over 100 people on staff. I don't know half of them. Right? The people on staff. So here the sentence, I'm going downstairs. I'm going down. Estoy bajando. I'm going down. But I think he's saying in the immediate future, I'm going to go. I'm going to go downstairs, or I'm going downstairs now, ahora abajo. I'm going downstairs to keep an eye. So this person is going to go down, and they're going to stay there for a while because they have to monitor the staff. I don't really know why. Maybe the staff is not trustworthy, right? Maybe the staff is not reliable, or they can't be trusted. So he's saying, look, I'm going downstairs to keep an eye on the staff. So upstairs, downstairs. Stairs is interesting. We have steps. We have a collection of stairs to go up the stairs, and on each collection is called a staircase. A staircase, well, the staircase that goes through the whole building is called a staircase. And then for each level, each level is divided into what we call a flight, como un vuelo. En avión, a flight, un vuelo, a flight of stairs. There's a flight of stairs over there. I had to go up 6 flights of stairs to get here. Right? I live in an apartment building. I live on the 5th floor of a building. So I take the elevator up to my house. But if I don't take the elevator, I have to go up 5 flights of stairs. 5 flights of stairs. Like 5 of those, levels of stairs. But it's the column that the stairs are built inside is called a staircase. A staircase. And then that's divided into several flights of stairs. And then the stairs are broken down into individual steps. 1, 2, 3. Just like on flat ground, we can say to take steps. When you're walking, you're taking steps. Right? Pasos. Paseando. Walking and taking steps, right? But then to go up the steps or to go up the stairs. So there's a lot of vocabulary here. Flights of stairs, a stairwell, right? He's in the stairwell. Like in the movies, you see people, he got trapped in the stairwell. Como un pozo, a well. Because, it's like a cylinder like this. And inside there you have the stairs. Not usually spiraling, usually going back and forth. And it's a column, and some, people go into the stairwell and they go up the stairs and then they exit the stairwell onto whatever floor they're on. So the sentence today the intermediate sentence was, I'm going downstairs to keep an eye on the staff. I'm going downstairs to keep an eye on the staff. Okay, very good. Okay, we're going to push forward though. Let's move on and take a look at today's advanced content.
Nivel avanzado.
All right, advanced. Our sentence today, I'm a bit disappointed. You must try harder next time. I'm a bit, un poco, I'm a bit. So we very often say for un poco, there are many different ways you could say it. We could say a little, I'm a little disappointed, but I'm a bit disappointed. Decepcionado. Estoy un poco decepcionado. I'm a bit disappointed. You've let me down. Me has decepcionado. You've let me down. You've disappointed me. So I'm a bit disappointed. You must try harder next time. You must try harder next time. Okay, I'm a bit disappointed. You must try harder next time. It's interesting to try, to make a greater effort. Hacer un mayor esfuerzo, no? We don't normally say to make a strong, we don't say to make a stronger effort. We say to try harder. I tried, but did you try hard? Did you try your best? So to try hard, to do something hard, to push hard, to go hard at something, to try harder. So harder means more intense. More intensity with your effort, right? Yes. I'm a bit disappointed. You must try harder next time. Right? Tienes que hacer un mayor esfuerzo la próxima vez, no? Next time. Next, we can link the T's together. Next time. Next time. Next time. You must try harder next time. I'm a bit disappointed. Un poco decepcionado. I'm a bit disappointed. You must try harder next time. Okay. All right. I want to go back to the chat on YouTube. A couple questions from Dieudonel. He says, first of all, well, the last comment, I'll get to your question in a moment. He says, I try hard studying English. I try hard to study English. Better. I try hard to study English. I study hard. I study. He studies, but are you studying hard? I hope you study hard every day. right? If you study hard, you'll improve, I promise. Okay. But he also says, what's the difference between however and nevertheless? Ooh, good. So these are conjunctions that we use when we have contracting feelings, let's say, or ideas, positive, negative, or negative, positive. So I could say something positive. For example, we went to the park. However, it was raining. We went to the park. Yay! However, negative. It was raining and the weather was bad and we had to go home early. Now, nevertheless is the opposite. Nevertheless is usually with a negative idea. Nevertheless, a positive. So I could say, well, the weather was terrible. Nevertheless, we still had a good time. Right?
That is correct.
It is. And English teachers will tell you this, that the real order is different, positive, negative, negative, positive. The most important thing is that you remember that you have opposite. One is positive, one is negative. Theoretically, it should be positive, a positive idea, nevertheless, a negative idea, nevertheless, a positive. Or a positive, however, a negative. But the main thing, and you'll see even native English speakers use them the other way around, the main thing is that you don't have two positive ideas or two negative ideas, right? They have to be opposite ideas. That's the main difference. And if you're going to get really technical, then like I said, you would have a positive idea, however, negative. Or negative, nevertheless, positive. Okay? Yeah, so Spanish is a tough language. Nevertheless, I'm learning it. I'm studying Spanish. However, I still have a lot to learn. Okay, hopefully that answers your question, Dieudonel. Feel free to send me any questions you may have at any time, as we have been reviewing class number 27 of the course Inglés Online TVE, and we're live on YouTube today. We just have a couple minutes left, so if you have questions, I'll fit them in. I feel bad for cutting you off on other days. I get to the end of the show and I have no time and a bunch of questions appear and I don't get a chance to answer them. So if you have questions, si tienes dudas o preguntas, mándame tus preguntas ahora. Send me your questions now. He says, Juno says, thanks, I get it. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Let's take a moment to quickly review the sentences that we saw today. The first one, the beginner was, you're completely wrong. Pero completamente, ¿eh? Estás equivocado, pero 100%. You're wrong. You're completely wrong. Okay, so the completely is just adding a bit of strength to the argument here. You're completely wrong. And then the second one, the intermediate, was, I'm going downstairs to keep an eye on the staff. So to keep an eye on means to monitor, to observe, to observe the staff, la plantilla, los trabajadores, no? The staff, the office staff, or the staff in the factory. We could say, I'm going downstairs to keep an eye on, to watch, to check out, to keep an eye on it. To monitor. You could also say something like, I need to keep an eye on my spending this month. I've been spending too much money. I need to keep an eye on my bank account. I need to keep an eye on my spending because it's been getting out of control. So I need to monitor something or to control something or to keep track of something, to keep an eye on. I'm going downstairs to keep an eye on the staff. And the final sentence was, I'm a bit disappointed. Estoy un poco decepcionado. You must try harder next time. You could also say you have to. You have to try harder. Come on, man. You have to try harder next time. You must try harder next time. So when we talk about effort and trying, when we talk about an extreme effort, we say harder. We don't say try more, we say to try harder. You must try harder. La próxima vez, next time. Okay. I'm just about out of time, but I want to remind you, if you're watching today, to subscribe to the channel. Inglés Online TVE is the channel on YouTube. And I'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the program. Today has been class number 26. Be sure to review the video and also the videos on YouTube of the TV show as well. They're all there. Y no cuesta nada. It's completely free. So take advantage of the resources. Okay, Francisco says, hi, Kyle. We're going to keep on learning little by little, surely but surely. Slow and steady is another way you can say it. Yes, thank you, Kyle and Tino. So thank you, Francisco. Thank you very much. Have a great evening, folks. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Radio Day. 世界 Radio Day. Día Mundial de la Radio. 世界無線電日。世界無線電日。Journée mondiale de la radio. Celebrate World Radio Day.